Everyone. So let's commence with the case law, Sahil Enterprises versus Union of India and GST. So what was the scenario? Let's understand first what was the scenario. The scenario was buyer has paid the tax to the seller, to the supplier. But what happened? Supplier has filed the R1. Supplier has reported the transactions of the buyer in R1, but it hasn't reported the transactions in GSTR 3B and made the payment of GST in GSTR 3B to the government. So authorities asked the buyer that you have paid the tax, but the seller hasn't paid the tax. So tax has not been discharged to the government on such supplies. Therefore, you have to make the payment of such transactions. Therefore, your ITC is blocked. You cannot avail the ITC on that services on that particular goods on which the supplier hasn't paid the GST to us. So buyer said, this is not my fault. I have paid my payment to the seller. I have made the payment of GST. I'm eligible. I have the invoice. I have the goods. I have made the genuine supplies. I have made the genuine purchases. So why should I pay? In that case, government said that section 16(2)(c) state till the before going forward, High Court emphasize on the section 16(2)(c) of CGST Act. First, we understand what is section 16(2)(c). That is condition for availing the ITC. Government said you cannot avail the ITC if the tax has not been paid to us. So, what is 16(2)(c) states? A registered person shall be entitled to take ITC only if the tax charge in respect of such supply has been actually paid to the government, either in cash or through utilization of ITC admissible in respect of such supply. So, in this scenario, the supplier hasn't paid the tax to the government, thus you are not eligible to avail ITC. You have the invoice, you receive the goods and services, you have the invoice reflecting in 2A, but still you are not eligible to avail the ITC since the supplier has not paid the tax. But there comes a catch. Buyer said, this is not my fault. Again he said, this is my bona fide supply.